Hey everybody, Jason and Kaitie here. So excited. Thank you guys for joining us for this episode of the BombCast. It's going to be a little bit different than our typical format where we're interviewing practitioners, people that are doing video in their business day in and day out. And today we get to take you guys into a behind the scenes look at our upcoming video summit that just went live today. So you're going to want to hang out to the very end to learn some of the details about that. What we're going to do over the course of the next half hour or so is talk a little bit about why we're doing this event. And besides Kaitie sitting here with me, we also have Steve on the line. Steve, you want to say hey to everyone?
Hello, everybody. I am excited to talk about Rehumanize today. It's something we've been working on for a very long time and want to give you all the details and insight and motivation to come because we want to see you there.
Absolutely. So we want to kind of take you guys through the process. You know, anytime you hear about somebody doing a live event or a company doing a live event, there's a lot of questions of why are they doing that? Are they doing it just to more promote themselves? And you know, one of the things that we know here at BombBomb is that there's been a lot of people who have been asking us about doing a live event for a long time. They say, when are you guys going to do your first user con? When's this going to happen? And we just never felt like it was quite right. But this year we said, okay, if we're going to do something in 2019, what would we do? What would the people that are going to come might want to learn about? And so we surveyed our customers. And from that survey, Kaitie, what are some of the key things that we learned?
Yeah, so we surveyed and we actually had over like 530 people respond, which was awesome. And one of the amazing things is that 80% of the people who responded said that they were likely to attend the event without really much information. So it was pretty cool to see like people were just excited about this idea. And then we also asked them like, if you came, what would you want to see or what would you want to hear about? And so we got some like major themes that we really built the event around. Like one of the big things, one of the top things people actually said was they want to know about video equipment. So like really like the nitty gritty, they want to know about like tools and platforms, strategies, how to get more leads with video. So we really like wanted to take what they wanted out of the conference and provide them value and shape our agenda around that and our speakers around that.
Yeah. And so it's interesting because right around that same time, you know, we've been running our guides. And if you've been following along with BombBomb for any time, you know that we've released a real estate video influencers guide and we've released a mortgage video influencers guide. And we're getting ready to release the 2018 version of our real estate video influencers guide. And we realized we've got all the practitioners who are doing these things that could be teaching the community on the things that they want to be learning about. And so that really became what we decided to say, okay, instead of having a BombBomb conference, what if we had a video summit for real estate and mortgage people to hear from the video influencers that we've been building relationships with over the last year? And that's largely what this event's going to be all around.
Yeah, I think as we got into the guides and we got so many like nominations, and this year I think we got like even double the nominations maybe. It helped us like get into the community too and see like who is doing this, who's the best of the best, who has creative ideas. And then so many people were downloading our guide, over 1,000 people, right?
Yes.
Downloaded. So it kind of made us realize like people are really hungry for this education.
Yeah.
And so how do we bring these people in person to teach?
Yep. And so Steve, tell us a little bit, you know, you're on the speaking circuit. In fact, that's why you're in a hotel room right now. You're getting ready to go speak at a conference. You've been doing this for years. And when you started thinking about doing a live event, what are some of the key things that were so crucial for you and hosting one and actually doing this with BombBomb?
Well, besides what you already mentioned with the downloadable guide, you know, the guide was the setup, and you're 100% right, Jason. You know, in the guide first, our goal wasn't to rank people and to put them in order and say, you know, you made it, you made the list. Our goal was to take the best people on the planet in real estate and mortgage doing video and dig into their minds and interview them and share that information. And so this live event and doing it live with everyone else is just the next iteration of that. And you're right, you know, so I'm here at an event. This is a great event, by the way, do you convert? But most of the events that I go and I speak at, it's the same thing. Most events are set up the same way. There's a ton of vendors in the back of the room. The vendors pay for the event to happen, and then everyone gets pushed to the back of the room, and half of the speakers are vendors trying to sell you something. How do I know this? Because I was the speaker most of the time. Trying to get people to go to the back of or the back of the room to visit our booth. And that's one thing collectively as a company, as a marketing team, we got together and we're like, no, that's not what we're going to do. We want practitioners on the stage. We want the same people on the stage that are in the guide. And then what we don't want to happen is say, hey, go to the back of the room and now buy this product. No, this is a educational live event that's strictly created to help you learn and grow your video game. And that was one of the most important. There was a lot of other things which I'm sure we'll expand upon, but that was one of the most important things for me, is to keep it educationally focused, not have vendors there at all.
Yeah, so that is something that's unique, and we're excited about that for anyone that's coming. If anybody's watching, drop a comment. And have you already signed up? I mean, we opened up our ticket sales yesterday and today, and already we have.
It was a secret.
What's that?
Secret opening though.
The secret opening up, but we're selling tickets, and you're going to learn about this here in a little bit if this is something you might be interested in. But we already have 126 people coming. We're so excited about that. But Steve, for everybody that might be thinking about this and this idea of the value that they're going to get and coming to this event. Tell us a little bit about what we already know, being 8 months out, of the stuff that we already have planned.
Yeah, we planned out sections or quarters really of the 2 days. And technically it's a 3-day event, because if you are a BombBomb customer, we want to do that classic user group on the 7th. And then we wanted to do video, the general broad sense of video, on the 8th and the 9th. So not just one-to-one communication, but we're going to have one of the few events. You've never been to a live event where people actually set up lighting on the stage and told you how to do more professional lighting, or had you, unless you're at one of the boot camps from Jesse and Michael Peters there, but had you actually sit down and edit a video clip and teach you step by step. Kaitie spent an immense amount of time organizing the schedule over really the 3 days, and making sure that all the feedback that she received from the initial report that we did, or survey that we did, was being incorporated into the sessions. And so people really did want, the technology tips and how to use a camera and things like that. And that's why we decided to go deeper than just BombBomb. We have a mission statement in the marketing department, at BombBomb, and it starts with be a value and abundance will follow. And we were like, let's be a value. People want to learn more about video. Let's not keep it just to BombBomb one-to-one videos. Let's do it bigger and share. And so, yeah, Kaitie, I don't know if you want to expand upon that and what we're going to talk about and when. But yeah, those are my thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can take a look if you want. We'll show you kind of the website, which is live right now. And I can just show you the agenda here.
Some of our speakers, which, by the way, Judy Weidiger just jumped on. One of our speakers right there on the page. Hi, Judy. Thanks for being on with us. So why don't you walk us through a little bit of our speakers.
Speakers or schedule?
Let's go through the schedule, and then we can kind of jump into some of the speakers.
So, yeah, Steve kind of mentioned, this is a really cool thing we're doing. If you buy a Rehumanize ticket, you will get kind of a bonus half day of BombBomb training. It is optional, so you don't have to do that, but it's included, and we're going to go deep into BombBomb. But also, if you're not a BombBomb customer, you are also totally welcome to that day if you want to learn more about BombBomb, learn how it works. So that's going to be a really cool time. One of the things I'm most excited about actually is the happy hour afterward, which obviously you get to network and connect with, people doing video and trying to grow their business the same way. But we're also going to have our customer support team on site. So like in person, if you have BombBomb questions, you can get them answered while drinking a cocktail.
Yeah, so the help me hour doesn't allude to the amount of drinks that you're going to be drinking. Like if you need help through that hour, it alludes to the help that you're going to receive.
And the fun thing is, for any of our customers that are coming, this will be an opportunity to not only get an inside look deeper into BombBomb, a look to the future, hearing from our leadership team, different people that sometimes you see and sometimes you don't see behind what we do and why we do it. It's going to be a deep dive, a deep session. Michael Thorne just jumped on as well. One of our other speakers asked if we could start again because he's tardy. Sorry, dude, you missed it. But thanks for being here. So those BombBomb sessions, it is going to be absolutely an incredible time of really learning. But like we said, that's a bonus day. That's a bonus half day. Really,
and Jason,
we'll start that next day. Yeah, Steve.
And with the BombBomb sessions, of course, we're going to be bringing the fire and showing you new products coming out, possibly new releases, possible swag. I don't want to give away, and I'm horrible. If you talk to me, I'll give it away, but I'll give away everything. But we have a lot of exciting surprises for the BombBomb day in that half-day event.
Right.
Yes. So then that Wednesday, we will get things started. So why don't you walk through kind of what that first day is going to look like?
So we've kind of themed each half day here. So we kick it off with video strategy, kind of that higher level here. And right in the beginning, we think we're going to have Kyle Whistle kick it off, who was our #1 all around real estate video influencer last year. And following him, we've got Alex, who is in mortgage.
And our all-around winner in mortgage.
All-around winner there too. Yep. And I hope he brings his pug.
We're all hoping. I don't know if you're on, Alex, but we're all hoping the pug's coming with you.
But he is brilliant at branding and video. So yeah, we've got a really awesome lineup there for the morning.
With Judy as well. She'll be wrapping up the way. And you're going to see some things that we're not giving it all away.
Right.
There's going to be some special guests that we'll be excited to announce over the course of the next several months. So where you see that there's still people that we are excited to be bringing. We're not ready to quite tell you about because, we can't give it all away.
Right.
Yeah, and Kaitie and Jason, one thing I want to mention to everybody watching is this was another pet peeve of ours that we had, right?
Yes.
You go to sign up for an early bird ticket and it's like, hey, come to this event. And the event says, this is going to be amazing and you're going to learn lots of stuff. And then you go to the schedule and there's nothing there and you have no visibility. And what in the world's going to happen at this event? You're supposed to buy a ticket on blind faith. We work diligently, and especially, Kaitie, I can't, Kaitie is running this entire thing. Kaitie is just
with a lot of help.
If you don't know Kaitie, you're going to know Kaitie very soon because she's a hard worker and she's putting this together and she's like, I want to make sure people know what they're going to see, when they're going to see it, at least have an idea. Why would someone want to give us the money for a ticket if they don't know what they're going to get out of, the live event? And so, yeah, thank Kaitie, everybody who's watching this right now. Give her a high five.
Drop some hearts in, drop some thumbs up for Kaitie. Yeah. You guys are watching because yes, we would not be here without her. So that's the first morning, just that alone.
Yeah.
That Wednesday afternoon.
So then we're going into more outcome based. So looking at converting leads. So you will see that we've got a special guest that we're kind of holding back on. We've got Cliff Saunders, who's done a phenomenal job of incorporating video with his team, which a lot of people aren't sure how to do that. So we might have him speak on something with that. And then we've got a really awesome panel here.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to speak to that.
Yeah. So we're pulling people from, a bunch of different industries, right? Real estate agents and mortgage loan officers talking about lead conversion and how they're converting leads and uniquely doing things within their industry. And that's really part of this, the beauty as well, is that the cross-pollination of both mortgage and real estate, the opportunity to learn from each other because there's unique things that are going on within each industry. And I think massive amount of opportunity to cross-pollinate those spaces. So that's something we're really excited about. Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, and two things there for Clifton and for the lead conversion panel. We chose the right people for the right slots. Like you take Chris Brown, and Chris Brown is a master at creating pre-recorded videos and making those videos feel like they're personalized. And so that's what we're going to take out of Chris Brown, like Josh Rogers does the off-the-cuff videos and a lot of other styles of videos, not just BombBomb-esque. But then you take someone like Clifton Saunders, who by far in mortgage, his team has I think they have over 10,000 videos now. But when I when I ranked him for the guide. He had 9,000 videos. And what you're going to learn from Clifton is, if you have a team, how do you inspire the rest of your team to create thousands and thousands and thousands of videos? How do you track it? What's the ROI? So we're going to get deep into that topic too. So each person provides a unique perspective and purview. And that's why we tried to sprinkle these topics all around, throughout the day.
And we're going to wrap it up with a keynote from our CEO, Connor. We're excited about this one for you guys to get to hear from Connor. You probably don't get to see him. In fact, I would imagine if most of you saw a picture of him, you wouldn't even know he's our CEO. And that's what we love about Connor. But he's going to bring the fire. He's going to bring a lot about his vision for video, why we do what we do, where we're going. And that's going to be incredible. And then it doesn't stop there. Kaitie, tell us about that night and what's special about the Punch Bowl Social.
Right. So we decided to do an after party, and it's our first Rehumanize events. We wanted to kick it off big, and we are inviting all of our attendees, which is pretty awesome. Like a lot of events, you just have like a VIP list, but we're like, all of our people are VIPs.
Or you have to buy extra tickets to go to ticketing, so it's more extra money.
So this is
you got to buy your food or your drinks. That's lame.
Yeah, so this place we're going to, Punch Bowl Social, we all checked it out together. We looked at a few places in Denver, and I think this one by far was the best fit.
Easily. It's going to be just a ton of fun. It has something for everyone. Yeah. I don't want to give too much of it away. If you do a little Google search of the Punch Bowl Social, you might see what this is. But I mean, they have everything from bowling to VR to karaoke, which I'm already promising Jesse Peters will be in the karaoke room. And so that's just a show in of itself. So that's going to happen. And it's not one of those things where, a lot of times you go to events and there's cool stuff going on at night, but you got to go from place to place to place, and you might miss out on something. We're all going to be in the same place, doing the same stuff, having just a ton of fun together. And that's included, to your point. So we're really excited about that night. And it'll just be fun together. That's one of BombBomb's core values, is fun. And we did want to bring in elements of who we are as an organization and create an experience for everybody to connect with. And that's why we're making the investment, renting out the entire space, paying for all of the food and drinks for the evening, to just have a ton of fun. So
I hope people will be talking about this party all year.
It'll be a big one. All right, so that's just day one.
That's just day one.
What's day two look like?
So we get into day two, and that is where we're going to get into that video equipment and tools that people were really asking for. And of course, we've got Michael Thorne and Jesse Peters here, who are so known for their education in this, phenomenal teachers of all of that. And
we've basically given them free reign to do a keynote on whatever they want. So we don't even know really exactly what they're going to say. But I have heard some big promises from Michael, and I know he's on, and we got some high expectations. He's going to bring something he's never shared before, a brand new keynote. So I'm teeing you up there, Michael. So I hope you can deliver.
Right. And then we've got another panel of just all-stars here with Kendall Young and Raj.
Yes. And they're going to absolutely, many of these people you may recognize as guests from the BombCast. So the fact that we're going to be bringing them all together and live, having conversations together. Raj was on last week. Kendall was on maybe about a month and a half ago. And so they're going to absolutely bring it. And then we're going to have Michael and Jesse wrap up the day together with a session together before we head into lunch. And then the afternoon, what's our key theme on the afternoon?
So, then we're focusing on repeat and referral business. So we've got another special guest there to be announced, and an incredible panel again with Jeff Wagner, Ruby Grinberg, and Andy Alger. I don't know.
Steve, you want to speak to that one? Because I know you're pretty excited about this panel.
Yeah, I love the people that might not necessarily have the massive, exposure, but are just crushing their niche. And that's each and every one of these people that are on the panel. They do something all uniquely very, very well that we would love to share with everyone else. And again, that's real estate and mortgage on the same panel.
Yep. And then we're going to wrap it up with somebody that is freaking just absolutely amazing. His name's Jason Ferris. You may or may not recognize him. He's been a guest on the BombCast. He just recently keynoted at Tom Ferry's event, the Summit. and is someone that has just revolutionized not only video in his area, but himself, his business. And he's really going to bring the fire as next steps, how you're going to be implementing so much of the things that you've learned. And I'm really excited for the type of keynote that he's going to send us off with. So often you go to an event and it kind of teeters down, especially towards the last day. So you might think, oh, I can catch a flight early and miss that last session. You're not going to want to miss this. It may be a very, I'm going to say it's the best, because there will not be a best session, but it's going to be a good one. So we'll wrap things up with Jason, and then we'll have our kickoff and wrap things up at 4:30. So that's the event.
Kind of the schedule. And I don't know if we even said when and where this is all taking
place.
place.
No, we haven't said any of those details.
Well, I mentioned in the beginning.
Where's this happening, Kaitie?
So yeah, this is all taking place right in downtown Denver at the Grand Hyatt Denver, which is just a beautiful brand new renovation hotel, like right in the heart of Denver, right near the big like street with all the shops and museums. And it's going to be May. Yep. And you can kind of see the dates here. So
7th, 8th, and 9th.
Kicking off the 7th, and then the 8th and 9th for Rehumanize.
Yes. So why don't we tell them about the other project we're doing and show our first episode? So one of the things that we wanted to do is, as we're building this event, we wanted to be able to give everybody an inside look into us building this event. Because it's our first time, and because we're learning new things and going through processes, we're going to be documenting our process over the course of the next 8 months. And that started actually last month with our first episode, recording our first episode, which we're excited to release to you guys now. We're calling it Building Rehumanize. And every couple of weeks or so, we'll be coming out with new short episodes, giving you an inside look as to the processes, the problems that we're solving, the lessons that we're learning, the people that we're bringing, the conversations with the speakers that are going to be happening, and just a lot of content around what it takes to build an event like this. So we want to go ahead and share with you the very first episode. It's just a few minutes. So watch that. You're going to want to come back, stay through, and we're going to share with you guys next steps of where you can go to learn more and get some
pricing
early. What's that? And learn about the pricing. So Matt, you want to roll it? Good to see you. All right, a block away from the space that we're going to be hosting the event from. You know, we've talked a lot about hosting this event for a long time. Why now? Why May 2019 have we finally decided to host our first event?
Yeah, so I mean, you're right, Jason. We wrestled with it. We debated every single year. Some people got upset. We're not doing it again this year, but it was the perfect timing, because we released the Influencers Guide, and the Influencers Guide did really well last year. Yeah. We're releasing a new one this year.
And we came out the mortgage one this year as well.
And the mortgage one as well. So that was the precursor, because, you know, I've been to a lot of events and a lot of different trade shows and conventions, and the speakers on the stage aren't practitioners. A lot of times when I was speaking, I was not a practitioner. And so if we're going to do an event, I want the event to be different, right? We wanted the event to be different, something unique. And so that guide, knowing the top 80 video influencers, that's going to be the thrust for our content.
We have 80 plus people to pull from that are going to be speaking, and not everybody on stage is going to come from the guide, but to me, it's really interesting that here we are 9 months out from the event, and we already know our space, which we're getting ready to go check out. But we were just sitting down the other morning working out our schedule.
Every hour.
And the strategy going into it, like, it just got me really excited about how this event's going to be so different than so many other conferences that are out there.
But we got to see what's going on and at what time, and the topics, because there's no worse thing to sign up for something, especially on like an early bird special where you have no idea, you know, 1 or 2 speakers and you're supposed to come to an event. No, I want to know exactly what people are going to be talking about, what I'm going to learn, what I'm going to walk away with, and that's why it's going to be different. Practitioners and the content.
So I think it's day 2, we get into the details of equipment and lighting and staging and how you actually produce your videos. But it's not just that, because then we go into the strategies for how to build your repeat and referral business that afternoon. Like that blending is insane.
Yeah.
And there's so many conferences we've been to where it's about the person or the name on stage. Whereas what we're doing here is just so different.
Yeah, it's Gary Vee style. It's clouds and dirt.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to get hands-on, they're going to get dirty, they're going to edit, but at the same time, we're going to talk about high-level theory on why video allows you to connect as well.
Man, are you ready? We're getting ready to walk in.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to show it off. All right, so that's just the first episode. We will be releasing these episodes in the coming weeks as we just document through the process, give you an inside look into the amazing things that are going on with this event, creating this event. So I don't know, Kaitie and Steve, is it time? Should we show them the pricing and what they're going to be getting by signing up for the early bird tickets?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, so Kaitie, why don't you go ahead and share your screen again?
And I want to talk about the pricing here just for a quick moment too, because we made a very conscious decision. You know, when you don't have vendors at an event that are paying for the event on your behalf, this is coming out of BombBomb. We didn't do this event to make money. We walked into the very first conversation we had is, are we doing this event to make money for the company? And the answer was a resounding no. We are hoping to break even, and that's not going to happen. The fee that you're going to pay to come to this event, yeah, Jason's laughing. Don't laugh, Jason. But yeah, we didn't want to do it. We wanted to give. We wanted to give at this event, and we didn't want you to come and, like Jason said, you know, pay for, you know, food at the after party or pay for drinks, or, you know, everything is all inclusive. So the $399 early bird price is the bare bones minimum price to get the best training, to get the best room available, to get tables for everyone. We didn't want someone sitting in just a chair all day long with no table so they could work on their laptop and actually edit the video and take notes on your computer. We didn't want people to be without Wi-Fi. So we got all of the extras here. You know, we got everything that we could to make your experience as best as possible. And we did that without taking a single penny from another vendor. And so go ahead,
and
Jason.
negotiated with the hotel to get a ridiculous rate for downtown Denver in May, so that when you go through and you book with the hotel, you're not paying anything crazy. Very, you know, extremely affordable as well. And frankly, Denver's a pretty easy city to get to. And we got a train that goes right from the airport to downtown, so you don't have to rent cars or all of that stuff. So we've worked as hard as we can to make sure that we can keep the price affordable and create some real value to be able to come and make this investment with us. So this early bird pricing went live today. As we mentioned earlier, we've sold 126 tickets thus far since launching it. And how late will this early bird pricing go till?
So yeah, it's open until October 12th, but there is the risk that we could sell out of all of our early bird tickets.
Right.
So we're kind of telling people, if you want to guarantee that you get the lowest rate possible, I would definitely grab your ticket right now.
Right.
And you've also got options to save even more if you kind of partner up with some friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 3 to 4 will save you $50 on each ticket, and 5 or more people will save you $100 on each ticket.
Yeah, and about partnering up with friends, you know, if you speak to Michael Thorne or Jesse Peters, if you're fans of them, you know who they are. They always talk about learning in a group setting and learning from one another, and that is one of the best things that you can do. Find 2 people in the office that want to take their video game, I hate saying that, their video game to the next level. And the 3 of you get a ticket and come, because that's only going to push you. You're going to come to the event, you're going to learn, you're going to be excited. But what happens when you go home? And we're going to be thinking about that too for the event and giving you the action plans that you need for when you go home to actually execute. But when you surround yourself with like-minded individuals and people that came to the event with you, I guarantee you next year when you are signing back up for Rehumanize again, your business is going to change. So gather people at the office. We want to see you come in groups of 3 or 5, even though it means less ticket sales for us, because we know it's going to make you more successful.
Absolutely. Awesome. And Michael just dropped a comment and saying it will sell out. He's right. We only have 500 tickets in total to sell. And as we said earlier, we've already sold 125 or 26 of those. So anyways, just audience, if you have any questions, please drop them in. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you have about Rehumanize, why we're doing this, any of the plans that we have, anything else that we can answer, we would be happy to. But as you can tell, we're so excited for this event. Over the course of the next year, you'll be hearing more and more from our speakers. You'll be getting more and more insight into the value that's going to be coming. We talked about the guides. Kaitie mentioned earlier that our newest guide for real estate, we're in the judging stage. We had nominations in about 2 weeks ago or a week ago. We had over 220 individual nominations. That was more than double than we received the year previous. We know that video is becoming more and more of a crucial element to your business. And we saw that through these nominations that were coming in, names that we've never heard of. Not that we're end all be all of the knowledge, but we know a lot of the people that are out there, and brand new people who just started doing video 6 months ago, 8 months ago, who are absolutely crushing it. And so this is your opportunity to come and learn and make sure that you're elevating your video game as well. Michael just asked, where are we sending people to get their tickets? Kaitie, what's the website?
So the website is BombBomb.com/Rehumanize. And from there, you're going to see a register button.
Perfect. I just dropped that link in to the thread there, so everybody can click on that and go check it out. So yeah, cool. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thanks everyone. Steve, any closing statements you have?
No, I'm just excited to bring the first event of its kind with the BombBomb team and just geeking out about using video to improve your business. So I can't wait to see you guys there.
Yeah, we can't wait to see you guys. Thanks for being a part of the BombCast with us. We do this week in and week out to be bringing you value to help you elevate your video game. We're going to make sure that you continue to join us through the rest of the month. We've got some incredible guests coming up. We've got some really fun new stuff that we're doing with sales organizations that we're going to be talking about. We've got Kelly LeClaire coming up towards the end of the month, one of our other speakers that will be joining us. So you get to hear from her on the BombCast. And we've got some exciting guests becoming lined up for October. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and we'll see you on the next episode of the BombCast.
See you.